Sora can maybe get some ground back, reset the game. Oh, great down smash there by the Sora. Down smash covers a lot of area here. And so we'll see what this Sora is able to do to maybe reset this game as best as possible. Sora has a lot of tools available to him. And depending on how you use it, it can lead into a lot of other things that are very, very effective at building up percentage and taking stocks. But same with Diddy Kong. Both characters very good, very strong. Sora is a little bit more neutral play style heavy, whereas Diddy Kong is definitely in the aggressive play style. And there we see that banana being used. I believe it was a down tilt into an up smash. Very well played by BKR, and he's almost a full stock ahead here. So we'll see what this Sora can do to combat this, because this Diddy Kong gameplay is so strong, very consistent. And thank you for everyone who is tuning in. Just to bring everyone back up to speed, both teams have taken the first competitor out of the game. And right now, the SAGU Lions have 5 stocks against California State University Monterey Bay Otters have taken 4. And BKR showing a strong performance here and reading that roll onto stage and getting the forward smash. And wow, now BKR is going to go into this next game with 2 whole stocks, which is really, really good for the SAGU Lions. Being up 2 stocks into what could potentially be the final game, unless the anchor for the Monterey Bay Otters are able to stop this BKR Diddy Kong play style. But BKR being very, very good on this Diddy Kong, able to use a lot of utility, able to get cover a lot of ground with Banana and with Peanut, both being fairly strong projectiles. And now we're going to see Talo Halo. Oh no, my apologies. We're going to see the third player, the anchor for the Otters, come and play against BKR, who as of right now still has 2 stocks. So this third player will have to take 2 stocks from BKR and then take 3 stocks off of Talo Halo. So they've got a lot of work ahead of them. Talo Halo's Mii Sword Fighter is quite the monstrosity, as someone who has played against it myself. It is very, very terrifying, but it is not unbeatable. So we'll see what Monterey Bay Otters are able to do in this scenario. And this is game 1. And keep in mind, this is best 2 out of 3. So whichever team wins 2 games out of 3 will win this playoff set, this playoff match. All right, and BKR going into this next game, and we are going to be against a Wolf player. Very interesting. So I actually played Wolf for a very long time. So I will be taking lots of notes and analyzing accordingly. And we'll see what this Wolf player is able to do against this BKR Diddy Kong onslaught. The thing is, though, Wolf has a little more utility available to him because he has that blaster that you're seeing, which allows him to kind of sit back. Also, he has that reflector, which means if BKR throws the banana at him, he can reflect it back, which can be very useful. But right now, BKR is putting on the damage, getting him to 70%, almost untraded. And there the Wolf goes, getting some damage of his own. But both players here going back and forth. And we're going to see what this Wolf player is able to do against this Diddy Kong. It looks like BKR is continuing to put on the pressure. It is a very aggressive playstyle from both of these players. And they're both playing this very neutral into advantage as much as possible, because advantage is really where both of these characters shine. It looks like we're going to see some network lag here. So both players are taking a second to maybe let it work itself out. And it looks like it's figured it out, and you see these two. Oh, BKR going for the down air on stage. Great kill. Great read by BKR. And we're going to see him now putting both at 2 stocks. But the thing is, this Wolf player has to take the 2 stocks off of BKR, as well as take the 3 off of Talo Halo. That is quite the mountain to climb, and now that they have lost 1 stock of their own, will they be able to take this Game 1 win against the SAGU Lions, the undefeated #1 seed of the ECAC West Division. And BKR having not taken a single percentage since he took that last stock off of that Wolf. And as I say it, there he goes, getting hit by the neutral air, but BKR ready for it, getting the up smash, and now this Wolf player's down to their last stock. BKR still having 2 of his own. And we'll see if this Wolf player is able to do against this Diddy Kong play style. See, both of these characters do a lot of damage. They're very aggressive. Diddy Kong is quite a bit faster, but Wolf hits quite a bit harder. So both have strengths, both have weaknesses, and wow, BKR getting the Wolf to 80%, almost 100% here. And this Wolf really struggling to get any kind of lead, but Wolf there, I didn't actually see what killed Diddy Kong. It might have been a Nair, or maybe it might have been a reflector. But nonetheless, the Wolf getting a stock on Diddy Kong and stock on BKR. Oh, and reflecting that banana there. Oh, and BKR getting the back air. You can see on his face he did not think that was going to take the stock. But the SAGU Lions win Game 1, and Talo Halo not even making an appearance. Efer and BKR showing a great performance in this Game 1. BKR, I believe that was 7 stocks? Am I correct in that? BKR taking 7 stocks in Game 1. Great performance by BKR here. I was watching him play earlier, and he was all fired up. He's been practicing a lot these last couple of weeks to prepare for playoffs. So BKR is warmed up and ready to go. So we'll see what he's able to do against this. And we'll see what the Monterey Bay Otters are able to do against the SAGU Lions, against this BKR Diddy Kong play style. But now we're going to get into Game 2. The SAGU Lions are up 1-0. Now keep in mind, it's best 2 out of 3. So if the SAGU Lions win this next game, that means the Monterey Bay Otters will be out of the playoffs and eliminated from the playoff bracket. So right now, it's do or die for the California State University Monterey Bay Otters. They've got to give it everything they've got. The SAGU Lions are a tough competitor. They went undefeated in the regular season for a reason. They're very strong players. I think right now, one of the biggest things you want to be thinking about is how can we play against this Diddy Kong. This Diddy Kong is so fast, so aggressive. Playing Diddy Kong has a lot of options because you have Banana and because you're so quick. You can usually get away with things a lot easier. And so being able to take percentage in a way that leads to combos or getting stocks, very, very important for Monterey Bay. But Efert coming up first. And it looks like they are starting with their Wii Fit trainer once again. And now we are going into Game 2. And we're going to see what these two teams can do to take this Game 2. The SAGU Lions want to close it out as quick as possible. Monterey Bay Otters don't want to be out of the playoffs yet. And we'll see what is able to happen here. Both players being pretty passive. Playing a lot in neutral. Efer with his Luigi trying to get in close, trying to get some damage in. And right now he's able to put a little bit on, but this Wii Fit trainer is doing lots of poke damage, which poke refers to just throwing out these little projectiles that just slowly increase your percentage in the hopes that once you get to a high enough percent, they can run in and hit you with a big move and take you out and take your stock. But Efer trying to play smart, not trying to avoid taking too much percent here and avoiding any of these moves. That was very close. If he had gotten hit by that, that probably would have been the stock for Efer. But Efer playing patient, doing what he can to get some kind of percentage onto this Wii Fit trainer. Trying to keep it as even as possible. Both playing pretty safe. When Efer getting a good up smash there. And this Wii Fit trainer of the Otters team is once again going back to throwing projectiles, being very safe. This is a very effective playstyle. It can be quite difficult to deal with for anyone who's playing against it. You see there, Aoife using the crouch technique, which is sometimes referred to as pancaking, because your character flattens like a pancake to avoid some of these projectiles. And that's helping him stay ahead here. And Aoife having stage control. This is a good spot you want to be in, but these projectiles are proving to prove their merit with Aoife almost at 200% here. And Aoife doing a great job at avoiding these projectiles. And Aoife almost getting the first stock there with the dash attack. Luigi's dash attack actually being quite strong. And Aoife has actually evened up the percentages here pretty close to. Both are at a percentage where most moves will actually take the stock. Ooh, and Aoife there getting the down B and taking the first stock off of the Wii Fit trainer and not dying. Aoife at 200%, staying alive. Oh, and there I believe was the forward tilt. That took the stock, and that's absolutely going to do it every time, especially at 200%. But Aoife going for the 0 to death, and oh, great air dodge by the Wii Fit trainer there to avoid that. But Aoife now having a pretty good percentage lead here. Wii Fit trying to avoid losing their stock as much as possible. But Aoife getting out of these scary situations. Using that down B Cyclone Tornado ability to not get comboed too much by Luigi, or too much by Wii Fit. Oh, and Wii Fit there, shooting the volleyball back at Wii Fit, and Luigi now, Aoife are off stage. Ooh, great recovery there to avoid those projectiles, but this projectile gameplay is getting hard to deal with, but approaching with that Cyclone, doing that very, very well. And Aoife staying alive just barely, not getting killed by that forward throw. Oh, but getting hit by the sun, and that is going to take his stock. Ooh, but good back air. Ooh, and Aoife getting the dash attack, and that's going to take the stock. It is one stock apiece. Ooh, and there goes Aoife, going for the 0 to death. Oh, and he doesn't go for the up B. He goes for the side B, which I think he might have been too high of a percentage to actually get the kill there. Because one of the mechanics in this game is the higher percentage you are, the more damage you do. And it's actually referred to as rage. Now, it's not like a crazy amount more damage, but it's just enough to where it can make a difference of whether a combo is guaranteed to hit or whether it's not, depending on how far the opponent flies back from your hits. But Aoife trying to take the stock. Wii Fit trainer also playing very smart, using these projectiles to their advantage and keeping Aoife's Luigi at a distance, not allowing him to get in close, but Aoife getting the Cyclone and getting stage control here. But that volleyball and those sun projectile attacks are so dangerous, especially with so many having been tacked on. Now Aoife at 168. A lot of moves will take the stock here. Ooh, but Aoife not allowing it to be like last game. He is determined to go into this next game with a stock of his own. Oh, and getting the forward smash, and that's going to take the stock. Great job by Aoife at 170%. That is really difficult. At 170%, the opponent could probably sneeze on you, and you would hit the blast zone. So very, very impressive by Aoife to avoid that onslaught. Those projectiles are quite the threat, but he did a great job at using his shield, avoiding them as much as possible. And now we are going to go into the next game. The Otters are going to have to bring out their second player, which, if I remember correctly, was the... Oh, my mind is drawing a blank. But the next player for the Monterey Bay Otters are going to have to show quite a performance and really put up a fight here because the SAGU Lions are not going down easy. The Otters are going to have to earn their place in playoffs. Efer, great kill there with the forward smash. And so now we're going to see what kind of game they are wanting to play here, because per the pick and ban stage, with the Otters, as I'm being told, the Otters played Sora, and that is correct. I remember now. There is a lot of differences that can happen with the stage that you pick. Some platforms are very high. Some platforms are very wide. The blast zone for different stages can be farther out or farther up, changing the dynamic of the stage. And along with that, oh, interesting. They switched to a Pokemon trainer, which is, I believe, to be a little bit stronger of a character, just because Pokemon trainer is a very interesting character where it's similar to characters like Pyra and Mithra, they're referred to as Aegis, where you can actually alternate between multiple characters. So with Pokemon Trainer, you have 3 Pokemon that you can control, one of which being Squirtle, which you're seeing on the screen, the little turtle, the other being Ivysaur, which is this plant dinosaur creature, and the third being Charizard, which is a fire dragon. And both of those 3 Pokemon have different moves that have their own strengths, their own weaknesses, and are good in different scenarios. It's a very versatile character, a very strong character in the right hands. It looks like Efer is able to hold his ground and put on the damage to this Squirtle right here. Squirtle being relatively light. And there, switching to Ivysaur. The thing is, Ivysaur's a little bit heavier. The thing about Super Smash Bros. Is the character's weight actually plays into account because the lighter characters are easier to knock back, whereas the heavier characters can survive getting hit from stronger moves. And so with Pokemon Trainer, you can switch to Ivysaur and then to Charizard, who is the heaviest, when you get to a higher percentage, and it'll help you stay alive longer because it's harder for the opponent to hit you into the blast zone. And see, as we're seeing there, the Charizard coming out. But wow, Efer getting the back air and now being a stock ahead on this Pokemon Trainer. Efer really doing a great job at stopping this Pokemon Trainer game plan. Oh, and Efer trying to go for the 0 to death. Oh, great swap there. The thing about swapping to the different Pokemon is you have certain invincibility frames where there's a set time where you cannot be hurt by anything. And while the Pokemon Trainer is switching Pokemon, they have those invincibility frames, and they use that to their advantage to avoid getting killed by that up B. So great job by the Pokemon Trainer. Oh, and a great back air by the Charizard. And the SAGU, I mean, Efer getting another stock. Great job, taking 4 stocks total. And so now the SAGU Lions are going to bring out BKR with the Pokemon Trainer, having 2 stocks of their own. And as you can see here, Efer getting a great back air there, reading that jump off of the stage. And now BKR heading into this next game. The thing about Pokemon Trainers, because it's so versatile, there are different ways that you can have advantages and you can have disadvantages. And as Pokemon Trainer, you can pick the kind of advantages and disadvantages you want to have. It's a very interesting character. And we are going to see if this Pokemon Trainer can beat this BKR Diddy Kong play style, which was so strong in Game 1. Ended up taking 7 stocks in total. BKR having practiced and worked so hard today and these last couple weeks, and we'll see what they are able to do here. You can see BKR getting his playlist ready, them picking the right song to get in the mood for this aggressive competitive game with fun plant music. But it looks like now they're actually picking the stage they want to play. And we are going to hop into this next game, having them pick the different stages. The SAGU Lions ended up banning 3, and the Monterey Bay player ended up picking one of the remaining 6. So we're going to see what Monterey Bay Otters are able to do against this BKR Diddy Kong, because it is very, very strong, very well practiced, and just an all-around powerful, powerful fighter. All right, we are going to get into this next game. The Pokemon Trainer with 2 stocks, BKR with 3. The SAGU Lions have taken 4 stocks towards Monterey Bay's 3. And we are going to see what these two teams are able to do here in this next game. And there we see the Pokemon Trainer resetting themselves back down to 2 stocks. And now both players are ready to go, and BKR starting strong, getting some early damage in with that banana. And one of the better opponents against Diddy Kong is probably Squirtle, because Squirtle is one of the few characters that can actually match Diddy Kong in speed. But the thing is, Squirtle is a lot lighter, and also you don't have any real ranged attack. So Diddy Kong will have advantage with Banana there, but I believe Squirtle is just a tad bit faster. So if this Pokemon Trainer can use that speed to their advantage, they might see some results here, getting a good up special and switching to Ivysaur. The thing about Ivysaur is they're mid-weight, and they're just kind of a very balanced all-around character. They also can get kills very, very well. They have really strong aerials that can do a lot of damage and take stocks quite early. So, oh, BKR getting the banana into the forward smash. Very well played by BKR. BKR getting the double down air into the forward smash with banana, being at 57, 70%. And this Pokemon Trainer has quite the hill to climb here if they want to take these 3 stocks off of BKR's Diddy Kong. And BKR getting stage control here. This is very dangerous. Oh, and that almost taking the stock and not being enough. And what is this Pokemon Trainer going to do? Switching to Charizard? Oh, but it's not going to be enough. The Diddy Kong up smash, taking those 2 stocks. Wow, BKR is on a roll today. And now we are going to hop into Game 3. BKR's Diddy Kong against Monterey Bay Otters. And I believe their final character was a sword character, if I'm correct. I could be wrong here. But we're going to see what they are able to do against this BKR play style, because BKR, he is ready to go. He got the right kind of motivation, the right kind of headspace for this playoff game. And we'll see. I mean, Monterey Bay Otters, they've got 6 stocks left. If they lose this game, that's it for playoffs. They are out of the playoff, the ECAC 2023 playoffs. So we'll see what they're able to do here against this BKR. And I mean, last time we saw that Game 1 they had played a Sora, but then they switched to Pokemon Trainer. We don't know if they're going to switch it up this time. So we'll see what character they bring out against this Diddy Kong, which is so strong. BKR playing so well, being in the headspace needed to gain these stocks. And last time them playing Wolf, Wolf is very, very strong. Wolf can take a lot of stocks very, very quickly. Great combo potential, great setups. Thing about Wolf, though, Wolf is a very interesting character to where Wolf... See, with Diddy Kong has banana. Diddy Kong has moves like down tilt. Diddy Kong has moves like neutral air that if you can hit those, there's a really high chance that you'll get a lot of damage and maybe even take a stock. Thing about Wolf, though, you don't really have a lot of setups into combos. You have a few, and they're very strong, but the thing about Wolf is you have to be able to hit these moves because they're very high commitment, especially when taking stocks. To take a stock, you have to be fully committed, and that can leave you open to getting hit, so you have to know you're going to be able to hit it. But it looks like they're going to keep this Wolf, and this BKR Diddy Kong against the Otters Wolf. We'll see. This Wolf has to take 6 stocks. We'll see what he's able to do here. Both players trading blows pretty well. And it looks like this Wolf is putting on the hurt on this BKR, and BKR doing what he can to hold his own. Both exchanging blows pretty much back and forth here. Ooh, and the Wolf getting a great nair into up air. Nair, another word for neutral air, a neutral aerial attack. Oh, and it looks like we're seeing some lag again. Maybe it's just whenever Wolf is on screen. I think whenever Wolf is on screen, there's unfortunately, a little bit of lag. And it looks like they are maybe waiting to see if this lag figures itself out. It looks like it's still a little choppy. So both players are doing what any good competitor would do, and they are dancing around and making weird noises. It looks like Diddy Kong is like being a DJ with his hand there. I've never seen that animation. I love that. But both these players waiting for this lag to subside, hopefully, and it looks like it's still pretty laggy. So we'll see if maybe they want to reset to a new server. See if maybe they want to try and play through it. But playing through latency like this can prove quite detrimental. It looks like they're still maybe waiting for this latency to go away, hoping that maybe it can figure itself out. Because up until this game, it's been pretty good so far. And so we'll see if it's able to clear up and become playable. But for all of you that are tuning in, thank you so much for watching us on the SAGU Sports Network, SAGU Esports. And it looks like they were able to, the lag was able to subside, and they are hopping back into this game. Ooh, and Wolf getting another great up smash. And Diddy Kong. Oh, and getting another up smash, and now the Wolf is up a stock on BKR. So BKR now being a little bit of a deficit here, but the thing is, this Wolf still has to take 5 more stocks off the SAGU Lions. Oh, and BKR getting the up smash. Ooh, almost getting a second one, which definitely would have taken the stock there. Wow, great forward smash. It takes a stock, and now the Otters, this Wolf player, has 2 more stocks remaining. And this Wolf has to take 5 stocks total against the SAGU Lions. But putting on the damage, keeping BKR kind of in a state of coming back and racking damage himself. Wow, these up smashes are really paying off for this Wolf player. Getting a lot of mileage out of it. Ooh, and that almost would have killed if that final hit would have landed. But BKR playing around the platform there, seeing if he can maybe put the Wolf in a position where he could get some damage, but Wolf being strong, getting the forward smash. Great stock by the Wolf player there, and now BKR's on his last stock. Continuing to get damage and put BKR in a state of disadvantage, but BKR, great jab block. That is what that is referred to, and getting the banana. A jab block is when there's a specific animation of when a character hits the platform, and if you do a regular, just standard jab attack, it'll reset that animation. And that can give you enough time to get a really strong move in, which BKR did before. He was able to get a forward smash, I believe it was. And getting this Wolf to 150%. Ooh, great back air there. And now both are at 1 stock. If the Wolf is able to take this stock off of BKR here, then there is a chance that fighting Talo Halo, they could win game 2. But he's got to take this stock off of BKR. And unfortunately, he will be going into the game with Talo Halo with only 1 stock. But BKR not wanting to give him a chance. He's always said that if he can make it so that Talo Halo doesn't have to play, he considers that a real win. BKR recovering safe. Oh, almost dying from that up smash there. Not getting hit by the up smash. And wow, using banana to great effect, and now both are pretty close to kill percent. And oh, that doesn't take the stock quite yet. And both, it's even stocks. Oh, and the monkey flip with the grab, getting the kill, taking the stock. And the SAGU Lions win game 2. And that is going to be it for this round 1 of the ECAC playoff game. The SAGU Lions will be advancing to round 2 next week. whereas the California State University Monterey Bay will unfortunately be out of it. And keep in mind, this is the championship. There are only 4 teams. So now the SAGU Lions have secured their spot into grand finals of the West Division Super Smash Bros. Playoffs. Very great performance by the SAGU Lions. They put on such a fight. Efer taking what I believe to be 7 stocks in total. It was either 6 or 7. And I believe it was 6 stocks. And BKR, I believe, getting, like, if my math is correct, 11 stocks total. 11, 12 stocks? Wow, I'm not good at math very quickly. But both Efer and BKR not even letting TayloHalo play. We didn't see TayloHalo play at all today. Absolutely incredible by the SAGU Lions. And Monterey Bay will also be playing in what would be a third place game against whoever loses against Wayne State and SAU Gold. And I've just been told that Wayne State, as of right now, is actually up 1-0 against SAU Gold. Now, keep in mind, both of these teams have taken 1 week off of the other. Wayne State beat SAU Gold. I believe that was earlier on, and then SAU Gold beat Wayne State later on. I believe what was week 7 or 8. I believe it was week 7. And so it is a pretty even game. It's a great match, and we'll see who's able to win and secure their place in finals. But the SAGU Lions securing theirs in the grand finals playoffs, and we will see them next week play against whichever team wins, Wayne State or SAU Gold, and both were very strong competitors. And here you can see TayloHalo going 0-0, and BKR getting 12 stocks. That is absolutely incredible. Efer going even, doing a great job, especially in game 2, getting 3 off the first and 1 off the second competitor for Monterey Bay. But just a really great, what a great way to start the ECAC 2023 West Division Smash Bros. Playoffs. Great job from our SAGU Lions at showing why they are the #1 seed, the undefeated team here. But thank you for everyone who has tuned in. Thank you for all of you who are watching. We appreciate you. Please go and support these teams. On Monday nights, we have Super Smash Bros. And keep in mind, this is playoffs for every team. So Tuesdays is Valorant, and there will be 2 games that night, so it'll be quite the stream. Wednesday, I believe, is Rocket League, our gold team. And then Thursday is yet to be determined. And then Friday is our Call of Duty team. And so there is going to be 3 to 4 weeks, I believe it's 4 weeks of playoff games, which will be neck and neck. People vying and fighting for the top place to say that they were division champions. And so many of our teams making it to playoffs, having great records, and they could really use your encouragement and your support. So please go to the social medias, go to Instagram, go to Facebook, go to TikTok, and follow, like, share, comment. Let these players know, SAGU Esports, let them know that you care and that you are supporting them. They need your encouragement. It really helps them go into these playoffs with a positive mindset, good morale, and knowing that you guys are there supporting them. Also, thank you to SAGU Sports Network for hosting these broadcasts and putting on this great production. And with that, this has been a wonderful stream. My name is Evan the Astro Kid, and we thank you so much for tuning in with us. This has been the SAGU Sports Network.